Fresh off the heels of securing a $5 million investment at a 50% premium to the previous closing price, I'd like to welcome back Eatwell CEO Marc Aneed to break down this investment and what it means for investors. Marc, welcome back.
Thanks, Brandon. Great to be back with you and your audience.
Hey, I'm excited about it. And like I just said, you recently announced and closed a very interesting strategic investment with Nurture Capital for $5 million at nearly a 50% premium. Can you dive a little further into who Nurture Capital is and how you're able to really bring this deal all together?
Absolutely. Listen, this will tell you something in very clear contrast that the Eat Well Group story, which is about feeding families worldwide. More people are discovering us. More people are saying, I'm on mission and I'm on side. So the capital injection is great. We'll continue to use it for M&A and general working capital. But what it tells you when you zoom out is more very, very strategic investors are coming alongside. So the team at Nurture, led by Alfonso, have a really broad ecosystem in international business development, international investments. They have a similar ESG DNA to their thesis, the way we do. They're in fruits and vegetables. They're in retail and distribution, commercially, really worldwide. They have a lot of strength in South America, Latin America. So what we found as we got to know that team is we are incredibly mutually aligned to feed families with better food, do it through an ESG lens, do it with good people, and do it for the long term. So we've been more than excited to get ready to announce this partnership and this placement this morning.
Yeah, and it's amazing, especially when it comes to Amara Foods. You know, it seems like almost weekly you're announcing new distribution channels for Amara. Like just recently with the approximately 200 HEB stores across the United States, and many before that as well, with different chains each time. But with this new investment from Nurture Capital, will the plan now to be going international with your company? Is that what you're trying to tell investors as well with this?
The relationship with Nurture really does give us the exponential global reach. So with Eat Well, we continue to be one of the most unique, vertically integrated, plant-based food platforms on the market today. And we're brand-led. We love the CPG space. That's my background, as I've shared with your investors. And Amara is in the infant nutrition space, over $100 billion market worldwide, still growing and still dominated by legacy processed food players. So you've got a winning proposition there, backstopped all the way by Bell Pulses, where we're focused on plant-based proteins. This relationship with Nurture now says the entire Eat Well platform, which includes our food tech and our snacking products, has now reached into another several dozen countries in multiple continents, starting with the strength in South America. So do we want to go global? Absolutely. That's part of our mission. Bell today is in over 30 countries, and that's strictly through that B2B ingredients and pulse protein space. Now we also fulfill the rest of that supply chain all the way down to the last mile, if I can borrow the telecom term. So for Amara, for our snacking products, we're going to be laying a blueprint for growth globally for years to come.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's truly remarkable how quickly that is growing, especially since even your first investment in that company. So excited to see more from that come. But you also mentioned something there as well. You mentioned your cheeto product, your plant-based cheeto product. And recently, that's obviously been going out across Western Canada. Can you provide an update on that first product launch from your food tech division? But also, what else can you talk about in long-term plans for your snacking products as well?
Sure. Our plant-based Cheeto landed at Federated just before Christmas and started rolling out in stores. It's still rolling out in stores, and the anecdotal feedback and the demand has been great. We've had so many friends call and say, and new friends to the company say, I love these. When can I get more? So we are rolling the products out to about 350 stores. Federated has been very positive so far with the feedback, and we're in discussions to expand that distribution. And that's just with the plant-based Cheeto. The inventor of the Twisted Cheeto, Gino Bertone, who's our Chief Technology Officer, is the inventor of this product. We have big ambitions just on this product line alone. So the team's already working on new flavors, new sizes. We've also been in the background working on an e-commerce platform that we want to launch later this spring in the US through retailers that you would know, big names. And that's really still just the beginning of our snacking platform. The snacking trend is going to be structural and as long-term as plant-based foods. We have non-GMO, 100% plant-based, 100% healthy, high protein, high fiber snacks. And we will continue to develop those for people and for pets. So there are some ideas that the team has already on pet treats, which you'll hear about. And there are ideas for infants and babies, which link our platforms together with Amara. And then there's some meal staples that we're working on. So we're very, very busy. That team will keep us busy for years to come. And so far, right now, we're delighted with the early positive news at Federated. Go grab your Federated protein twists from Eat Well Investment Group, and we'll keep you posted with more to come.
Yeah, and looking forward to it as well. That's something that as soon as I heard you, the first time we were talking, you're talking about the plant-based protein twist, and I wanted to try it so badly. Not in Western Canada right now. Sounds like I'm going to be able to very soon. So excited for that as well. Now, all of these announcements and investments come where the time, the market's still really trying to figure itself out right now. Your team continues to execute. You continue to push forward. Your numbers in revenue and everything else continue to grow. What else is your team doing to get your story out to more investors? But also, for any investor listening to this right now, what should they be excited about in the near future from Eat Well?
That's exactly right. Is we have a really unique platform. It's a $60 million revenue platform on the way to $90 to $110 million. And that's in the very near future. That's our ambition for this year. That's on the backs of 3 businesses that are very selective in plant-based foods. We're in proteins, we're in snacking, and we're in infant nutrition. We have among our customer base the names you all know. So our B2B customers include General Mills and Nestle and Ingredion. Our retail customers include Federated, Whole Foods, Walmart Canada, Costco, Amazon. This is a robust platform, and it's people in pet food. So what are we doing in the markets as they are today? What we are doing is sticking to delivery of execution, because we're doing that. We have a business plan that's already at scale. We're better than break even today, and we're getting incredible attention, just like the news we shared today, on Nurture Group coming alongside. So the investors that have a long-term lens, that understand the underpinning economics of Eat Well Investment Group, they're jumping on board. We're sharing the news like we did today, and we've continued to find many more strategic partners that are coming on side with Eat Well Group. So what we do recognize is we're still young. We're still new. Most folks hadn't even heard about us till about September, October. And amidst everything happening in the markets, I think we're delighted that folks continue to recognize the strength of our platform and where we take it to the larger exchanges. I think we've shared before with your audience, and we've been public, that we have engaged an investment bank here in California, Roth Capital, where we are evaluating how we can get to the larger U.S. exchanges, where our reach gets to more investors that are going to continue to see the value that we have in Eat Well Investment Group today. It's a new story. It's a young story. So there is a value today in what we're doing, and that's going to continue to grow because plant-based foods is a secular trend, and we are differentiated and executing very well.
Yeah, and very well said as well. I appreciate that very much, Mark. Always a pleasure speaking with you, and I look forward to being able to talk with you again, because that usually means we're talking about some new opportunities and new news releases that are coming out as well. Looking forward to that, Mark. Always a pleasure.
Thanks, Brandon.